Okay guys, you are all aware of the crazy Bitcoin price history throughout the last 10 years. In this episode, we will show you not only how Bitcoin has been dying for 374 times already, we will also show you how the mainstream media is playing with us, how they are manipulating us since 10 years in a systematic manner. We will also tell you how you can take the correct and right information into consideration to get a clear and unbiased view on the truth of Bitcoin and how the price will behave in the future. So that being said, guys, welcome crypto friends and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris and we are very thrilled to make that episode today because we will take all that negativity out there and turn it into positivity for you to get you a clear view on the situation right now. So first of all, just very quickly, we want to go into that statistic right here because this website is actually taking all that news from mainstream media outlets, big media outlets like Forbes, Business Insider, and so on, all into consideration and listing them here. And the prerequisite is that they are at least one time saying that Bitcoin is dead or Bitcoin has died. And this was the case in mainstream media already 347 times. And not only throughout the last 3 years, throughout the whole history of Bitcoin, not in 2009, there were only geeks, but starting from 2010. And if we go here into 2011, you can see that Forbes was saying at a price of $15.15, just for very quickly, we want to show you that. So that's the end of Bitcoin then. If we go into the charts in 2011, we can see that Bitcoin was at $32 and crashed down to $15. So now very easy for the mainstream media coming there and saying, oh, that's the end of Bitcoin because it has plummeted for 50%. As you know, the future was very bright, but it took actually 1 year to recover and everyone was very fearful because of that kind of mainstream news with a lot of views. Even though there were not a lot of market participants, this article had like 100,000 views already, which are most probably the whole people in the Bitcoin community back in the days. So just very quickly before we go on, in this article, actually everything stated in there, everything was wrong. Bitcoins aren't secure. Look at the hashing power, guys. Because of the recent theft, okay, that was human misbehavior, human mistakes, nothing with mathematics. Password problem, there is no password. What's that, guys? I mean, it doesn't even make sense. They are not liquid. Look at the volume now. I mean, now everything is wrong. They are not a store of value. Look at the 10 years price history. And it goes on and on like that in this article. But the bottom line is, back in the days in 2011, all that facts seemed to be correct. So if we go to nowadays articles, we have again a lot of critics on Bitcoin and they seem to be correct. But in 2 years, they will not be correct anymore because Bitcoin is not only a self-governing system, it's improving day on day because of all the programmers in there throwing their brain juice in there, because of all the network effects on Bitcoin, because of Bitcoin growing and growing, because of the technology advancing, because of the Lightning Network, and so on and so on. Speaking about the Lightning Network, in 2017, we had a lot of critics to the scalability and to the very expensive transaction costs of Bitcoin. So now you can see Lightning Network is coming, it's scaling, it's more and more adopted, very well used. We have a lot of apps already being able to use the Lightning Network. It's amazing. So all of that articles were correct, or maybe they seem to be correct at that point of time, but they are not correct now. And it will be the same in 2021 with 2019's articles. So now, obviously, what are we telling you? Everyone knows that the mainstream media is talking BS about Bitcoin nearly the whole time, unfortunately, because they want to try to catch some views in the bearish times, and in the bullish times, they want to drag the boat down because they missed the boat, just as Da Vinci said before. So now what's the bottom line? The bottom line is that everyone is going out there and watching at influencers, just as us, or like Tonevase, Richard Hart, and all those influencers out there. And we want to show you something. For example, you know the hyperwave guys, they are saying Bitcoin is going down to 1,300. Here Tone Vays is saying that Bitcoin will definitely go below 2,000 US dollar. He is throwing in $250,000 US dollar when he is wrong. So now a lot of people are fearful, and it seems like the whole community out there is very sure and very confident about the fact that Bitcoin will drop below 2000, that we will have one final washout, one final wave. And as you know, we at MMCrypto and also DaVinci, we think this is the most probable scenario. But we want to show you that it is not 100% that this might happen, that you should not stand out on the sideline with your money waiting for Bitcoin to drop so much, because if another case comes true, you will stand on the sideline and miss out on this big moonshot. And we want to show you something, because even though great influencers like Tone Vays with a great track record, they can be crazy wrong. They can be really wrong. As our friend Mark Demesel was pointing out, and just let us say it again, Tone Vays was right and correct a lot of times on the Bitcoin price. But here on the 18th December of 2017, he actually said in a video, there are no signs of a bear market. 20,000, that was the Bitcoin maximum price. As you can see it right here, we will show it very quickly. Oh.
All right, here's the long-term view, and looks good to me. This is the weekly chart. We had a little smidge of red.
Just very quickly, you can watch that video yourself. Here is the how this video is called. But do not forget, he was correct a lot of times, and he is saying that here in a comment as well, that he was like 50 times correct, and yes, he was, but he is a human being just as we are as well, and we were wrong sometimes as well, because we are all human beings. So as you can see, on the 18th of December, not only Tone Vays, but the whole crypto world thought Bitcoin might grow and go to 50,000, and that will be the end of the bull market. But we were all not correct. I mean, obviously, we thought there might be coming a bear market very soon, but we thought maybe at 25,000 or 26,000. But we were incorrect. I mean, guys, who can say where exactly the bottom of Bitcoin will be? And we cannot do it right now. We can only give you the highest probability. And even Tone Vays was 100% incorrect at that point of time. And what if he is incorrect here as well? What if Bitcoin will never drop below 2000? Are you there? Do you have your stake in the Bitcoin market? Are you ready for that scenario when Bitcoin will never hit 2000 with the price you probably are waiting for? Are you aware of that probability actually might happen? If not, guys, you should really reconsider maybe having a small stake in Bitcoin already. No financial advice, obviously. So what should you actually be doing, guys? That's the bottom line of this episode. Tone Vays is a Bitcoin maximalist. We are no Bitcoin maximalists, but we are watching Tone Vays closely because he has a lot of good things to say. He is correct a lot of times, and we are looking at him, even though we are not a Bitcoin maximalist, but we love Bitcoin. We are also looking at Mark Demesel. He is a Bitcoin Cash maximalist. He is correct. He was correct a lot of times, especially in the bear market, but he is not correct always. So we do not like Bitcoin Cash, but we are looking at Mark Demesel. So we are talking here about something like the confirmation bias. You should not fall for the confirmation bias, guys, because you should be looking at Bitcoin maximalists. You should be looking at altcoin maximalists. You should be looking at Bitcoin Cash maximalists, at every single one in the space who has some intelligence to offer to you guys. You should be taking all that points of truth, and you should make your own truth. You should not be looking only at one single source. So guys, this is the bottom line. Do not fall for confirmation bias. Do not listen to the mainstream media. Do not listen only to Tone Vays. Do not listen only to Roger Ver or not only to Mark Demesel. Do not only listen to us, okay? Please watch our videos, and we had a great track record, especially during the last few weeks. It was like everything we talked about actually came true afterwards, with I think one exception. But We will be wrong at a certain point of time, guys. So take all the news out there into consideration. Make always your own research and do not fall for the confirmation bias. That's already everything out of us. Make sure you smash up this video, the likes of that video, to get the algorithm rolling, to get the content out there. It's completely for free to you, for you to smash up the like button, to subscribe to our channel. You support us. We are doing that for free. So it would be nice to get some free likes from you guys. That being said, as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming back to the Crypto channel, joining our Telegram, smashing the like button, subscribing to our channel, and see you at the next episode of Crypto, again with a very strong German accent. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, guys, bye bye.